All right, third time's a charm here. I think we've got our technical issues figured out. Welcome once again to Noster basketball here at Noster High School. Derek Brizendine alongside Barbara Sullivan with Nathan Schneller and Zechariah Shire on the camera. Panthers lead 11-7 here early on, as it was Noster who raced out to the early lead. Sam Livingston throwing in the ball. Lobs into Lucas Martin. Lucas Martin takes the lane and is swatted from behind, and Martin is down. Play moves forward, up ahead. From the corner, Wesley Irwin for three, as the Noster lead is down to 1. Dink throws that one away, looking for Gadosh in the middle. Fine. Down in low to Reeves, who lays it up and in. 12-11. Pleasant Hill's first lead of the night. Panthers raced out to a 7-0 lead early on. Lucas Martin, heavy off the backboard. Ball down, kicks outside. Rowe for three, no. Martin up to Freitas. Freitas drives in, kicks out to Zink. Over to Martin. Martin, pump fake, drive, lane, lays it up and in for two, Lucas Martin. 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Deep three for Irwin. Now kicks it back out to him, wants it again. Jumper, no, off the mark. Foul called on number 21. Cole Starlin from behind. It's like Josh Hagel sub in here, as well as Ryan Cannon. Barb, what have you thought here early on? I know ball movement was good, and then Pleasant Hill kind of caught their footing there a little bit.
Yes, we started with the big lead, but then Pleasant Hill just came back.
Pleasant Hill, once again, this is their first game, so trying to find their footing a little bit. Always tough. Having that layoff. As Hagel's layup is off the mark. Three-pointer at the buzzer by Slaughter is no good, and that will take us into the intermission here between quarters, with Noster leading 13-12. I know we were muted there for the beginning part of the broadcast, and I apologize for that. Had some technical issues. But I do want to catch you up here a little bit since our last fall broadcast. For the past 2.5 years, Xander Rowell has been by my side on these broadcasts and really created his own voice on the mic. His family recently moved from the Noster School District, and he will no longer be your consistent voice of the Noster Panthers on the KNHS Events YouTube channel. Xander was a huge reason for the success of these broadcasts, as he put in countless hours and tremendous effort into each show. I wish him the best in what lies ahead, and I know he will do great things in his broadcasting career. I hope one day we get to hear him on ESPN, Fox, CBS, or any other big-time sports network as he chases his broadcasting dreams. Send us a video message that will be placed on the KNHS Events YouTube page later this evening after the game, that you can view after the game concludes. Again, I want to say thank you a million times to Xander, and I can't wait to see what adventures lie ahead of him and the success he will have in chasing his broadcasting dream. Here in the second quarter, Panthers bringing the ball up the court. Livingston, Harvey, from the elbow, off the mark, rebound there by the Roosters. Reeves on the rebound, looking for Reeves once again. Reeves gets it, up, heavy, no. Back off the board, there's Braden Klotz for two. Pleasant Hill leads 14-13 here early on in the second quarter. All played off the Rooster defender. An easy breakaway layup there by Aiden Klein. Hagel now, bringing it up, kicks out to Zimmershed, up to Livingston, over to Hagel. Hagel being pressured. Hagel's going to be fouled there by number 20, Ryan Cannon. Barb, that's kind of what Panthers have kind of been their MO tonight, is moving the ball, being quick, looking for that open shot. They did that here early on. Kind of hope they get going with that again here in the second quarter. Hagel doing a good job, and another foul called on Klotz. 2 quick ones there on the junior. That will send Noster to the line shooting the 1-and-1, Barb. This is going to be advantageous here for them going into the last 6 minutes, 26 seconds of the half, being able to shoot and, get easy points with the clock stops. Livingston shots too heavy. Rebound there by Klotz. Klein throws it away. Taken away by Harvey. Martin drives. Floater goes for Lucas Martin. Panthers get within 1. Lucas Martin with some good defense. Hagel. Moving it inside to Klotz. Kicking it back out to Klein. Kicking it way over to Irwin. Down in the corner to Reeves. Reeves with the baseline jumper. No good. Rebound. Hagel. Hagel bringing it up now. Over to Harvey. Harvey steps back. Over to Martin. Martin looking for a deep. Martin doing a good job. Races inside. Floater. No. Off the mark. Gets the rebound. Puts it back up and in. Martin with a flex. Good job there by Lucas Martin. Barb, what do you think of the play there by Martin to get his own rebound? I know that's tough to miss a shot, but did a good job putting it back up.
Yes, that was great. He stuck with it.
Barb, what stood out here? Panthers, had 7-0 lead, gave it back to the Roosters. What have you thought of the Panthers' ability to fight back through some adversity there? Because that's tough to give up a 7-point lead and actually go down.
Yeah, I mean, Pleasant Hill's really bringing that pressure there for a bit. With 7 fouls already. The Panthers just got to keep it together.
That's tough when you're being fouled, especially go to the free throw line. It's early on in the season. You don't quite have the stamina under you. That's something that takes some time to build up. Here at the intermission, we would like to thank our 2021-2022 yearbook sponsors and coffee snobs: Knob Noster Physical Therapy, Ready Set Grow Daycare Center, Sonic of Knob Noster, and Tilted Axe. We are accepting sponsorship for the 2022-2023 yearbook right now. Barb, tell us a little bit about that. I know you work a lot with our staff, being a second-year yearbook student. Tell a little bit about what they can expect in this year's yearbook.
Oh, it's looking great already. We've worked every day so hard on our yearbook, and it's looking so good. I'm super excited to see how it looks.
Our theme for the year is streaming now, kind of going off making our own streaming service. We kind of, last year we did the puzzle, and this year we're kind of telling the story through the eyes of almost a movie type streaming service. It's been fun to see you all come up with creative ideas. The idea itself was creative and fun to come up with. Martin for 3, knocks it down, fist pump there by Martin. Panthers lead 2016. Off the mark there in the corner. was Rowe. Roosters now reset. Rowe. No good. Tipped there by Talon Nicholas. That one will go out of bounds. Barb, what do the Panthers need to do here in the last 4 minutes to keep or even extend this lead?
Yeah, we've got to keep this score tight. If the Pleasant Hill gets ahead, there's no tell if we can come back from that.
To say Pleasant Hill, we said, this is their first game of the season, so it's going to be a little tough. And you've seen them settle in. First part of the game, you could tell they were still trying to gel a little bit. That's tough. That takes some time. So you really want to take advantage here because I'm sure they'll make adjustments at halftime. Good hustle there by Hagel. Hagel races in. Out to Martin. Martin lays it up and in. No, off the rim. Hagel. Hagel doing the dirty work. Gets it outside to Martin. Martin looking for it. Martin, no, off the backboard. Martin trying to do as much as he could on that one. It's not quite enough. Foul there called on Harvey. Quick action there up and down the court, Barb. That one wore me out just watching it as we got a couple of subs coming in here. Bailey Freitas and Ethan Gadosh for the Panthers. And for the Roosters, number 22, Aiden Klein. Grant Reeves will go to the free throw line. First one is no good. Looks like Klein is going to sub in for Reeves here when he gets the opportunity. 3:27 left here in half number one. First live stream of the season as that one comes up short. That's always tough to watch. We've all been there. We've all done that. And there's not much you can do about it, and that's the tough part. Barb, you're sitting over there laughing because you know just how tough that is and just how mad that makes you because you don't want to give up an easy one. Good job there by Livingston. Livingston out to Hagel. Hagel for three! Count it good! Looks like warning was given there. Not quite sure what transpired there at the end of that one. Looks like as his point guard was in trouble there. The Panthers lead 23-16. Barb, it seems like the Panthers have been really aggressive there at the rim. That's good. You want to see that drive, but sometimes look for that kick. They did that good job there early on. Maybe want to see a little bit more of that here later in the half, especially guys are starting to get tired. Talk about kind of that mental toughness. How tough is it? You've got 2 minutes 45 seconds until a breather, but that 2 minutes 45 seconds seems like an eternity away.
Yeah, and you still got a whole other half of the game to go.
As I say, it's not done at halftime. You get, 10 minutes of breather as the Roosters pressure here. Freitas kicks out to Martin. Martin for three. No, off the backboard. Rebound by the Roosters as that one's going to be out of bounds. Hagel tries to save it, but it'll be Rooster basketball. Good drive in there. No, off the mark. As Sam Slaughter looked for the foul. Zimmershed. Baseline. Out to Martin. Martin for three in the fist pump once again. Lucas Martin feeling it from three. Let's see. Yeah! Give it to Carson Zimmershed as he flexes the muscles. Give him the charge. That's always a big momentum shifter, and it kind of seems like momentum is on the side of the Panthers here right now, Barb. How important is it to have that momentum? You know, now you've grown a 10-point lead.
I mean, as soon as one person starts doing good, the whole team will follow. So
Kind of talk about that in baseball is keep the line moving. You know, one guy does something good, you want to build off of him. When one person makes a shot, okay, then the next person, you just kind of feed off each other. Lucas Martin drives in, floater, no, foul. Foul is called there on the Panthers. Martin knocks down the first one. Substitution here coming in, number 20, Ryan Cannon. Minute 40 left here in the first half. Noster leading 27-16. Martin's second one finds the bottom of the net. 28-16. Baseline jumper there by number 23, Grant Reeves is good. We're back to 10 points once again. Hagel down to Freitas. Good defense there by Easton Rowe, and jump ball be called. David Carr going to be checking in for the first time tonight. Ethan Gadosh comes out. Bringing the ball up, Seam Slaughter. Over to Irwin. Back up to Irwin. Over to Kanan. Back over to Slaughter. Kanan. Back to Slaughter. 33. Easton lowers it. Lucas Martin on the breakaway. Lucas Martin going to take it himself. No, off the mark. Gets it over. Ball makes it back up in there. Slaughter. Over to Kanan. Foul will be called. That'll be the fifth one on Noster, who leads 30-18. Good showing here by the Panthers. Early on, 41 seconds left. Barb, what do the Panthers need to do in these last 41 seconds?
I mean, we just gotta play some good defense. Make sure we keep the ball on offense. Make sure we're rebounding, getting the ball back.
Right there, just as Barb calls it up, Lucas Martin with the rebound. Kicks it back out to Freitas. Back into Martin. Martin out to Livingston. Over to Zimmershed. Down to Carr. Back out to Zimmershed. 24 seconds and counting. Martin for three. No, off the mark. Carr goes up for the rebound. No, ball down by Reeves. Martin. Up to Freitas. Oh, counted for two. Slaughter for three at the buzzer. No! And Noster goes into halftime leading 32-18. Barb, what did you like from the Panthers there in the first half?
The hustle was great. Their ability to just get up and down on that court is amazing.
I was going to say, I think there was a short stretch there, and I think it was actually a stretch we were off air, that the Panthers kind of gave momentum back to the Roosters, and Pleasant Hill was able to take it and run with it. But then Noster found their stride, kind of that last minute of the first quarter, and then the whole second quarter. It was just all Noster. Good adjustments there. You know, that's tough to come back from. You had a 7-point lead, then you went down by one. Now here at halftime, you're up by 14 points. So what adjustments do you think the Panthers need to make here at halftime?
Just keeping the ball more on offense. Feels like we're almost giving it away sometimes. Like, don't just shoot the ball the first chance you get every time. Sometimes you got to move it around a little, get the best shot you can.
And that's something they did there early on. Is they really did. They looked for the best shot and they found the best shot. And it seemed like his pace picked up, his emotions got higher, the pace picked up, and then it was like, oh, I gotta score. And that's just times where you just gotta kind of kick it back. And I'm sure Coach Stratton sees that, and he'll say that at half, but he's also got to love the energy that they're playing with. And as you said, that energy is just contagious almost. About 8-9 minutes left here in halftime. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the second half of action from Noster High School with the Panthers leading 32-18. And we're back here getting ready for the second half of action with Noster leading 32-18 over Pleasant Hill. Once again, if you didn't catch it here early on, give a shout out to Xander Rao for the past 2.5 years. Been by my side here on these broadcasts and really created his own voice on the mic. His family recently moved from the Noster School District, and he will no longer be your consistent voice of the Noster Panthers here on the KNHS Events YouTube channel. Xander was a huge reason for the success of these broadcasts, as he put in countless hours and tremendous effort into each show. I wish him the best in what lies ahead, and I know he will do great things in his broadcasting career. I hope one day we get to hear him on ESPN, Fox, CBS, or another big-time sports network as he chases his broadcasting dreams. Xander brought a lot of energy to our broadcasts and loved sharing his time with you on the call. We always made sure the press box was stocked with Starburst and sugar. Our team is appreciative of the work Xander put in. We will make sure the press box always has Starburst and continues to grow off the foundation he helped us build. Xander did send us a video message that will be placed on the KNHS Events YouTube page after the game tonight. Again, I want to say thank you a million times to Xander, and I can't wait to see what adventures lie ahead of him and the success he will have in chasing his broadcasting career. Here early on, Panthers grabbed 2 quick points, and Barb, it looks like the Panthers are picking up right where they left off to end the half. Outside shot, no good there by the Roosters. Livingston with the rebound. Martin bringing it up to Hagel. Hagel, one dribble, out to Martin. Martin fakes it, drives in, no travel is called. Barber, a minute in. You know, they always say the first couple minutes are key in any half. What do the Panthers need to do to set the tone here early on?
We just got to keep that momentum from the first half. It's tough coming out, having a break for 10 minutes and having to come right back and play.
So he really ended the half nice. Had some good shots. Had a charge taken, which was huge. Just really a nice job to end the half there as Hagel drives in out to Harvey. Harvey to Livingston. Livingston up top to Zimmersheet. Over to Martin. Martin being guarded. Drives in. Ball tipped away. Harvey gets it though. Livingston inside to Harvey. Harvey drives. Harvey, no, up under the basket. Good job there by Hagel. Livingston. Hagel. Hagel, no good. Hagel on rebound. No good. Tip. Ball away. Loose ball picked up by Reeves. Reeves up top to Klotz. Klotz will be fouled. Go to the line. My bad. It looks like Reeves was the one that was fouled there. 16-point lead here. That was the second one on Livingston. Reeves' first shot comes up short. Reeves having a tough time at the line tonight, and that can kind of be expected for your first game. I mean, that's tough. He'll find his stride here as the season goes on, though. As that one goes home, I'm sure that felt good for him. Always feels good to knock down that free throw after having a little bit of troubles there early on. Hagel out to Zimmersheet. Over to Harvey, up to Martin. Martin fakes. Drives in. No good. Rebound by the Roosters. Up ahead by Starling. 3 ball off the mark there by Reeves. Reeves, own rebound. Kisses it off the glass. Good. 34-21. Harvey over to Hagel. Out to Zimmersheet. Zimmersheet for 3. No. Rebound there by Starlin. He'll be fouled by Hagel. Bailey Freitas coming in. 5:26 left in the third quarter. Slaughter throws it away. Good job there by Hagel. Hagel Takes it, will be fouled by number 33, Easton Road. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. No, Bart, the Panthers have done a nice job of driving it to the hole tonight. I know they've also looked for the good shots, and sometimes driving to the hole's been their best opportunity because they've picked up a number of fouls on the Roosters as well. How important is that for a team to be able to drive to the hoop like that? I mean, builds up a little bit of confidence.
You're not always going to make the shot, but if you get the foul, then you get 2 free shots at the free throw line. Uncontested.
See, it's uncontested. The clock isn't running, and it just gives you a second to kind of breathe. Yeah, those seconds are very valuable out on the basketball court, especially coming from football. You'd think you'd be ready, but that's a different beast. Basketball is a different pace. It's 35-21. David Carr comes in, subbing in for Trevor Harvey. Slaughter with the baseline jumper for 2. Noster lead down to 12. Off the mark. Slaughter with the rebound. Slaughter bringing it up ahead. Up the row. Rowe kicks it out. Reeves with this jumper. Just like that, we have a 10-point ball game. Really going to look for a good possession here. As you're not just looking for a good shot here, you're looking for a great shot. Zimmershed over to Hagel. Good patience here by the Panthers. This is kind of the possession you were wanting to see. As Livingston finds the hole, takes it in, lays it up, lays it in. Slaughter slows down the pace. Kind of this fast pace kind of seems to be Noster's MO for the night. Driving in, Starlin, no, lays it up, lays it in. Number 40, Braden Klotz. Back to a 10-point ball game. 37-27. Livingston out to Zimmershed, over to Freitas. Freitas pump fake, over to Livingston, out to Zimmershed, pump fake. Zimmershed, good look there by Livingston. Livingston!
Ball movement there.
Absolutely great ball movement. They were really looking for each other, and Barb, you know, you kind of go over that drill as a kid, the old give and go, but it worked to perfection right there. Starlin, no, be called. Got a number of subs coming in here. It'll be Irwin, Klein, and Klotz, Martin for the Panthers. Lucas Martin bringing it up. Kicks it out to Freitas. No, ball be thrown away. Ball going the other way. That'll be Pleasant Hill ball. One was almost grabbed a little bit early, heading out of bounds, but got tight on the bleachers. Lays it inside to Talon Nichols. Nicholas will go to the line to shoot 2. 2:45 left here in the frame. Panthers lead 39-27. Nicholas comes up short. And you just got to feel for the guys when that happens. You know, you just sit there and you just know that is tough. And you've been in that position. You don't want to be in that position. See if you can get back on the right track here. As Hill, banks are open. You know, but hey, whatever gets it in, you need to see that ball go through the net. Martin. Over to Livingston. Slaughter on defense. Livingston will be called trying to drive it in. That is something the Panthers have not been afraid to do tonight, is drive in, and they're looking for contact.
I mean, it's working for them. They get a foul called almost every single time.
I mean, I know that Pleasant Hill has 2 fouls right now, but, well, make that 3, you know, but they're in the first half. They had 6.5 minutes left in the half, and they were already in the bonus. Martin. Martin uses the pick, lays it up and in. Good job there by Lucas Martin. Shot off the mark there by number 22, Aiden Klein. Rebound by the Panthers. Lucas Martin. Lucas Martin with the fadeaway, no. Ball bit just off the fingertips of Grant Reeves, out of bounds. Josh Hagel coming in for the Panthers and Easton Rowe for the Roosters. Buck 56 left is Lucas Martin. Good job looking for Tyler Zink. Tyler Zink gets his pocket pick, but good hustle there by number 33 of the Panthers. He's did a good job staying with that one. Oh, timeout will be called. Good heads up play there by Coach Stratt. 30-second timeout while we have a break here in action. We'd like to thank our 2021-2022 yearbook sponsors. In Coffee Snobs, Noster Physical Therapy, Ready Set Grow Daycare Center, Sonica Noster, and Tilted Axe. Our yearbook team was out last week promoting the yearbook, selling ads, and what would you say is something unique about this year's yearbook?
I mean, our theme is great. Screaming Now. It's something completely unique I've never heard of before. Just the way our staff has been so creative with it, and just the layouts have been so amazing.
I was gonna say, we had our yearbook rep come and talk to us, and he was impressed. He's like, you didn't use templates? We were like, no, we came up with those on our own, and that's a credit to our staff who really looked for that eye for detail, but also a consistency. You'll see a real nice consistency come across the yearbook this year, and we're excited to see that at the beginning of the next school year. 3 balls good for Wesley Irvin. Panther lead back down to 3, or back down to 10 on the 3. Minute 26 left in the quarter. Ball picked away. Bringing it up by Reeves. Irvin. Out to Rowe. Rowe takes it in. No, short. Freitas rebound. Outside to Martin. Lucas Martin drives in. Lucas Martin will be have a foul called in his favor. Minute 4 left. 41-31 is the Pleasant Hill deficit at the moment as Noster leads. Coming out is Nicholas for the Roosters. Hagel, good job there by Zimmershed. Zimmershed out to Hagel. Hagel driving it in, picked away. Zimmershed, Harvey, Zimmershed. Harvey, no, Martin. Good hustle there by the Roosters. Lucas Martin comes away, and he will travel with that one. Has his plant foot just slid a little bit too much there. Oh, backcourt may have been called there as it looked like his foot was on the line. 3-ball outside there. By Rowe is no good. Rebound by Reeves, lays it up and in. We're down to single digits. An 8-point lead here for Noster. 14 seconds left in the quarter. Freitas over to Martin. Martin looking at the clock. Martin takes a three. No, off the mark. Hagel, no. No good. Up ahead is Rowe. Just ran out of time. Roosters had exactly what they wanted, just not enough time to do it. That'll take us into the fourth quarter with Noster leading 41-33. In earlier action this week, to round off last week, the girls wrestling team competed in Harrisonville and the boys hosted the 37th annual Ray Stockdale Invitational on Saturday. Had a good showing there. And then the Lady Panthers basketball team dropped a close one to Richmond last night. They're back on the road tonight at Cole Camp. While the wrestling team is in Versailles tonight, both teams for a try, and they'll have another one on Thursday. Boys basketball is back home on Friday as they host Holden. And our next live stream will be next week here in Noster. And I think the players have really taken to both coaches. I think they really like what they're bringing and giving each coach everything they have. Here to start fourth quarter, it will be Rooster basketball. Working it around, Irwin. Out to Reeves. Reeves throws it away inside, looking for Klotz. Lucas Martin driving in. Person Zimmershed. Over to Livingston. Livingston! No, tried the Euro step, couldn't quite get it to roll. Good hustle there by Martin. Over to Irwin. Inside to Reeves. Reeves lays it up and in. Noster lead down to 6. Barb, what's key for this possession here for the Panthers?
Here in the fourth quarter, you're near the end of the game. Rebounding is number one.
When you need a basket, Lucas Martin been the one to go to tonight, kind of taking it in his own hands. Make sure that one goes in. The Slaughter. Out to Irwin. Irwin for 3. But Harvey not quite able to hold on. Barb, this is my first time getting to see the Panthers live in action. A lot of new faces on the court. I know, the guys saw some time last year, but really a new starting 5, new bunch. Lost a lot of seniors last year. So it's going to be beneficial for the Panthers here early on to get those new guys acclimated to this new role they're taking on.
I mean, you just got to have that team bond and really be able to work together, make those passes. If they can do that, that's great.
Let's say chemistry is a big thing. We've kind of seen that Pleasant Hill chemistry kind of come together here as the games went on. This is their first game of the season. Block call will be called on Zimmershed. He took the charge early on, but didn't quite get enough of that one. Kind of surprised that one was called. He almost was more of just falling backwards, looking for the call, looking for the contact. Slaughter goes to the line. First one finds its way home. 43-36. 6:32 left in the ball game. Livingston out to Martin. Martin drives it in. Foul will be called. Lucas Martin getting a chance to add on a couple points here for the Panthers. Martin's first one, yes, finds its way home. And yes, in true Xander fashion, we're breaking out the Starburst here. Yeah, I was going to just leave them, but you can't just leave them. Xander was known for eating Starburst during the broadcast. And we would have a big Sam's Club thing of Starburst. And he would eat, I don't know, on a basketball night, he could probably eat half a container. It was impressive. That's what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure there was one night it was a double header and we went through an entire Sam's Club thing of Starburst. Martin drives in, kicks it out to Zimmersheet. Zimmersheet. Harvey for three, no, comes up short. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Slaughter. I'm not going to pull a Xander tonight, I'll only have a couple. Timeout will be called. 5:41 left in this one. Noster leads by 8, 45-37. Livingston's ball into Martin, finds Hagel down low. Noster just when Pleasant Hill thinks to get back in this one. Noster comes back into it and extends the lead. Shot long there by Klein. Rebound Slaughter for three, no. Zimmersheet on the box out. Good effort there by Rowe. Martin now bringing the ball up the court for the Panthers. Everybody starving. Hagel. Hagel throws it away looking for Livingston. Slaughter up the court. Slaughter, no, fouled by Hagel. 5 minutes remain here in this one. 10 points separates the two teams. And from this point on, any foul is going to be free throws. Barb, how important is that? We're 5 minutes left, and there's going to be a lot of free throws to be had.
We got to make those free throws easy points. But you also got to not foul because works the same way for the other teams.
Say you don't want to give up easy points. You'll always take easy points. Always take easy points. As subbing in is Freitas and Carr. Slaughter's second one is true as well. 8-point lead here for Pleasant Hill. Oh, Livingston, ball stripped away. Brought up the court, swatted by Martin. Good job there by Lucas Martin. Livingston. Martin. Martin just lost the handle on that one. He had the shot he was looking for. Rowe down in the corner to Klein. Back up top to Slaughter. Reeves will be fouled and will go to the line. Thanks again for joining us here on the KNHS Events YouTube channel tonight. We appreciate you joining in. Thanks for sticking with us through the early technical difficulties. Seems like we can't have a broadcast without, a little fun. And another one comes up short for Reeves, and Slaughter just telling him, calm down. It'll be okay. Reeves he's gonna find his shot. He'll be all right, but that's not what you want to hear. You just want to see the results, and you just feel for him tonight. He's had trouble with the free throw line. We definitely understand that feeling, as that's not a fun one. Lucas Martin going to the line now. That's the third on Starlin. I think we just need to take a second. Look at Starlin's shoes. Look at those are Mr. Briz style shoes right there, if I've ever seen some, Barb. That will be called there. A Zimmershed going to the line. Zimmershed's first one is good. I'm telling you, at this point, you can ice the game. Just keep knocking down free throws. You are right where you want to be. Second one is good. 50-39. Now Noster looking strong. Now Noster is 500 on the season coming into this one. Opened the season with a win against Clinton, and then picked up a win in the Warsaw tournament. Sixth overall in that one. Martin going to the line. Lucas Martin knocks it down. You know, Barb, I see a number of shoes out there that I would definitely be rocking those. Especially, I could have even worn with my Santa suit yesterday.
Like we got some boys going into foul trouble.
Yeah, Starlin came out there for the Roosters, as that was his fourth. Still lots of basketball. This game could go either way, especially with these free throws, and it'll be the fourth one on David Carr. That one is good. Lucas Martin with the rebound. Over to Livingston. Livingston bringing the ball up the court. Freitas, Lucas Martin. Lucas Martin. This was down low to Livingston. No, off of Martin. Ball brought up by Reed. Reed bringing it up. Over to Slaughter. Slaughter from the elbow. Jumper good. Nine-point ball game. Single digits once again. Timeout here on the court. Full timeout for Pleasant Hill. Barb, what do the Panthers need to do besides free throw shooting to ride this one out and go 3-2 on the season?
I mean, there's quite a few of them that got some high fouls called on them, so they got to make sure they quit fouling. Otherwise, we might see some people we haven't seen yet tonight. Keep rebounding and just don't throw the ball away.
Keep up that pace of play, too. I mean, that kind of seems to be playing in Noster's favor. They have definitely benefited from a fast pace, whereas Pleasant Hill is wanting to kind of slow it down a little bit, kind of get in their rhythm, and that's a difference. This is game 5. This is game 1. .314 left in the ball game. Noster basketball.
Full court press coming out.
Good job there by the Panthers. Laying it up and in. 53-42. Timeout on the floor. There'll be a 30-second timeout. I believe, yes, that'll be a Pleasant Hill timeout.
Quick shout out to my parents who are watching the game right now.
Big shout out to the Sullivans. I know during volleyball season you had followers from all over the country watching, which was huge, and we appreciate that. And now they're getting to hear you on the call. Wow, that is. I went to Barb today and said, Barb, you wanna call a game? She goes, I've never done it before. I said, that's all right. We'll learn. Her first time calling a game. Nathan Schneller doing a great job on camera. His first time on camera. Zechariah Shire helped him kind of learn the camera today, and it's been all Nathan Schneller throughout the night. As Schneller and Barb have done a great job here in their first game. Hopefully be a good luck charm as the Panthers look to close this one out. Lucas Martin drives it up and in, no. Lucas Martin, once again, no. Trevor Harvey. Carson Zimmershed. That was a familiar spot as he knocked down a game winner there over Thanksgiving break. Josh Hagel. Now it's Pleasant Hill who wants to speed this game up. And Noster wants to slow it down. Good job there by Zimmershed as the foul is called on Irwin. Be 2 shots. That's Irwin's fourth. Big shout out to some KNHS grads here watching on is Gage McCool, Ben Funderburg, saw Isaac Betts, Justin Wilbers. Hope y'all are doing well. Thanks for tuning in. And as you all are saying, go Panthers. Panthers lead this one 55-42 with a minute 45 left. Off the mark. Rebound there by Klotz. Timeout. Noster. Panthers lead 55-44. Timeout there by Pleasant Hill. Barb, what would a win here? I know it's MRVC East versus MRVC West, but what would a win here mean for the Panthers to go to 3-2 on the season?
It's a great start to the season, and I think it'll bring a lot of momentum for Friday's game. Really give them the confidence they need to beat them.
Which, Holden, anytime you play Holden, you got to show up because they're gonna bring their best, and you're gonna bring your best. Not only is it MRVC, but it's also county. You're one side of the county to the other, and there's bragging rights to it, right? They came in here and got a big win in football and had a nice ending to their season as they made it a little bit of a run in district playoffs. And then now it's Noster's turn to kind of settle the score for the year. As I know volleyball played some tough matches against them. Softball played some tough matches against them. So it's just always competitive when you bring Holden in, especially bringing them in on a Friday night. Looks like the weather should be nice, so should have a nice crowd here. We will stream that game from our huddle camera, which has been a great addition to our broadcasting team here and program, as Lucas Martin throws that one away on the inbounds. No, off the mark. Martin with the rebound. Jump ball is called. Looks like position will stay in favor of Noster. Minute 33 left. Panthers leading 55-44. Then I believe there is a game over Thanksgiving break. It'll be the Hy-Vee shootout. That's after Christmas break. I know before there's game next Friday night against Concordia, as the boys believe will close out play before the holiday there. Hagel knocks one down. I know both boys and girls will play in Kansas City in the Hy-Vee shootout, and that's always a fun tournament.
They get to spend the night this year.
I get to spend the night up in Kansas City, and it's just pretty this time of year in Kansas City. I know I'm a little biased since that's where I grew up, but it really is, with downtown all lit up. And Coach Stratton looked for the timeout, couldn't quite get it, as Pleasant Hill lays it up and in. 56-46. Timeout, Pleasant Hill. Minute 19 left. And Barb, I think you're going to learn a lot about the Panthers here in the last minute 20, because this game, it's not out of reach for Pleasant Hill. What does Noster need to do to preserve the 10-point lead?
I mean, the Panthers are in double bonus right now, but they can use that to their advantage. Go to line almost every time. Shooting two. Pleasant Hill's going to come out of this timeout wanting to run something quick and get 10 points. Tie this back up.
Yeah, Pleasant Hill's going to look for pressure. If they don't get the ball off the throw in, they're going to go for the foul and foul quick. Coach Stratton drawing up the play. So Coach Messenger drawing up a play. I mean, it's really both teams are going to look to execute here, right? They're going to look for that opening and see what they can come up with. Lucas Martin going to throw it in. Hold is called. And I believe hold on Slaughter. Foul number 3. Livingston will go to the line and shoot 2. A couple subs coming in for the Roosters. Number 40, Braden Klotz, and number 22, Aiden Klein. Livingston. Shot is true. Good rebound there by the Roosters. Bring the ball up the court. Slaughter driving in on Livingston. Kicking down low. Martin will be called for the foul on Klotz. Klotz going to the line. Shoot 2. First one is good. Coming in on 4 fouls is Starlin. The rebound to Martin. Martin gonna drive that one right in and we fouled. 59.2 seconds left in this one. Now it's just ride it out. Hit your free throws. How tough is it to make these free throws, though?
I mean, at the end of the game, everything's just so fast-paced. You just got to take a breath and make those free throws.
Darlin, that will be his 5th foul. And that'll be the 5th foul for Starlin as subbing in was number 22, Aiden Klein. Martin's first one just comes up short. Couldn't quite get it to roll on the other side of the rim. Next shot is off the mark also. Rebound. Harvey will be called for a foul. Not quite what the Panthers were hoping for. As Zimmersheet says, don't foul, don't foul. Because even if they'd have gone down and made that, you're still looking at time running off the clock. Slaughter's first one is good. 9-point lead here for the Panthers. 55.4 seconds remain. Subbing in here. Cannon looks like he's getting ready to go in. He will. Like that'll be a foul on number 33, Easton Rowe. His third. Nice thing here for Pleasant Hill is they're getting fouls with the clock stop, so no time's running off. Livingston knocks down the second one as well. Gotta think Pleasant Hill needs a basket here to stay in this one. And they'll get it. Good shot there by Reeves. Martin will be fouled and go to the line. 59-51. Here's the Noster lead. Lucas Martin redeems himself on this one and gets the basket. And the next one is good. 61-51. Slaughter goes back to the well right where he's been hitting all night as Hagel gets fouled. Hagel goes to the line, 26.7 seconds left. Now Noster leading 61-53. That one came up short. That one rims out, but Zimmershed keeping that one in. Livingston will be fouled. That one will be the fourth on Rowe, and Barb, it always seems like the last few minutes of a basketball game just are really grueling, especially for the players, because it starts and stops and starts and stops, and it's tough. One rims out. Next one is true. 9-point lead. No fouls here for the Panthers. It's Slaughter, no, off the mark. Harvey up to Livingston. And I think that should just about, that was going to do it, but the foul is called. That'll be the fifth on Rowe, and his night will be done with 8.9 seconds left. I don't think he even meant to foul him there. I think that was just called out of precaution before it got out of hand. His first one is good. Next one's good as well. .54-53 will be your final here in Noster. Panthers take one from the Roosters. Panthers improved to 3-2 on the season. Roosters fall to 0-1. Barb, final thoughts on that one?
That was a great game. It seemed like there was almost a 10-point difference the whole game. It was a good job by the Panthers to keep that lead and not get down.
Panthers went up 7-0 early, then trailed by 1, and then didn't trail again, I don't think, as they went up and kept that 10-point lead most of the game. Great effort there by Coach Stratton and his team. Thanks for tuning in tonight. For Derek Brizendine, I want to say thank you. Barbara Sullivan, Nathan Schneller, thanks for joining us here on the KNHS Events YouTube page. Go Panthers!